Moving forward in the recruitment cycle, the next step involves managing job applicants after a job opening has been posted in the market. In this phase, we will learn how to efficiently upload job applicants and schedule interviews. To begin, navigate to the HR module, then proceed to the recruitment section. Within this section, you'll find the Job Applicants feature, where you can effectively manage the pool of job applicants. Let's start with the first job applicant whose CV we have received. Fill in details like applicant name, email address, job opening, designation, phone number. Source and rating. You have the option to include CV sources originating from various channels, such as campaigns, employee referrals, walk-ins, and website listings. Moreover, you can also add custom sources based on your specific requirements. For instance, you can add a new source recruitment consultant from where you received the candidate's CV. Applicant rating involves the process of evaluating candidates based on their experience and qualifications as outlined in their CV, as well as insights gathered from conversations, such as phone calls. Next, you can add resume attachments. You can choose from a My Device, library, and links, such as Google Drive links, to attach files. You also have the choice to make these attachments either private or public. If you mark them as private, other HR users won't be able to see them. You will see that direct links are made with relevant fields such as interview, job offer, appointment letter, employee onboarding, and employee. Mention the salary expectation lower and upper salary range. Finally, save the job applicant. You can schedule an interview for the candidate on the Create Interview tab. Now let me run you through the interview process as available in ERPNext. We will go to Interviews and start with Interview Type. Type, Selection Interview. And then we will add the description that describes more about the interview type. Once we have added the details like name and description, click Save to save the interview type. Similarly, we will add another interview type. Click on Add Interview Type. Insert the interview name as qualification interview, followed by all the other details in the description box. I have created 2 different interview formats, and based on your preferences, you can customize them into panel interviews, group interviews, or any other interview types that align with your requirements. Next is the HR round. I'll go back to the HR module, recruitment, interview, and add interview rounds. Let's create a new interview round named HR round. For this round, we will choose the qualification interview as the interview type. Additionally, we'll designate Kanchan as one of the interviewers, and specify the expected average rating, 3 stars for candidates who successfully make it through this stage and pass this round. Since it's a general HR round, no specific job designation is needed. Next, define the expected skill set, which will be used for evaluating and providing feedback on the candidate's performance. You can add multiple rows within the table and add new skills if not made previously. The first skill is communication. Then go to create a new skill and add punctuality. Creating the next skill, which is trustworthiness. Culture fit to see how well a candidate's behaviors align with those of the organization's culture. Moving forward, we'll add next skill, that is eagerness to work. And last skill that I will create is product or industry knowledge. Finally, save the HR round. Remove any previously applied filters. Now you can see the all listed interview rounds. As per our HR policy, candidates are expected to pass through 2 interview rounds, so I am creating a new interview round. Create a new interview round called Technical Round for the designation Sales Executive. For this round, the interview type would be a selection interview. The technical round interviewer would be Suresh. The selection interview is usually conducted by the department manager. For this technical round, the expected average rating is set at 3 stars. Now, let's define the expected skill sets that will be evaluated during this interview. Candidate's character and skill set. You can add a description for each skill. For this skill, I need to evaluate the attributes like self-motivation, goal setting, time management, and organization. The next skill required is sales skills techniques, so I'll create a new skill set and name it Sales Skills Techniques, followed by the suitable description in the description field. Moving forward, I'll add another skill set for industry awareness, followed by the description in the description field. The next skill that I want to add is CRM, that is client acquisition and retention. So I will go create a new skill set and name it as CRM, client acquisition and retention, and add the description accordingly in the description box. For the next one, first add a new row and create a new skill for strong communication skills. Click and add a skill set name and then add the description, which will include both verbal and written. And finally, save the technical interview round. Let's add another round this time for a specific designation. Fill in the details for the interview round as follows. Technical round for the designation accountant. This round is also a selection type. You can see that the technical round already exists, so I am adding account for easy reference for this position. And the interviewer would be Suresh. In the Expected Skill Sets section, list the skills and qualifications required for this round. After adding the rows, create new skill. Here name the skill set as Accounting Organizational Skills and description as able to juggle multiple projects and clients. Similarly, create another skill set. Name it as Time Management Skill, and the description as Prioritizing time as per project deadlines. And then click on Save. For the next one, name the skill set as Strong Verbal and Written Communication Skills. The next skill that we will add is knowledge of accounting practices. For this technical round, the expected average rating is set at 3 stars. I am again going back to the HR module and select recruitment. When I open the job applicant of Ankit Soni through his connections or the create button at the top right corner, I can schedule his interview. Applicant details like job opening and designation will be automatically fetched. The interview round would be the HR round. Set the scheduled date in the Scheduled On section, followed by the From Time. And to time here we will set it between 10:20 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can enter the time manually or use the scroll bars to set the time. And save the interview. The Submit Feedback button and Reschedule Interview button will be visible as you save the interview. Under Feedback, the interviewer is automatically added as it is fetched from the HR round that we selected. Also, when feedback is submitted, ratings will be seen here. You can write the interview summary here. You can also reschedule interviews from the Reschedule Interview button. Here, I am scheduling for the current time so that I can submit feedback. Schedule for today with from and to time as now. The interview was rescheduled successfully. Also, you can see the details are updated as per the rescheduled time. Click on the Submit Feedback button and give the ratings as per the interview conducted. These are all the expected skill sets which we listed in interview rounds. Give the ratings as per your requirements. I'll give communication 3 stars. Eagerness to work 2 stars. Product or industry knowledge 2 stars. Culture fit 2 stars. Trustworthiness 1.5 stars and punctuality 2 stars. Change the results to cleared or rejected. Write the feedback that we can consider for the next round and submit the interview feedback form. A message would pop up on successful submission and you can see that one interview feedback connection is made. The interview feedback table can be viewed here with an average rating of 2 stars and the result cleared. Any interview summary or notes can be written in the interview summary like, call for selection interview on August 28, 2023. Save the interview. Let me just reload it once due to a pop-up message of the error. Add a summary and save the interview. If the interview is cleared, you can change the status of the applicant to interview, cleared or rejected. I am changing the status to cleared. Let's check the interviewer's email. The interview reminder is automatically dispatched via ERPNext, interview series number, and its scheduled timings. You can also observe that any emails regarding rescheduled interviews are automatically sent out with both previous and revised timing information. When you open through recruitment, open the job applicants list for applicant Ankit Soni through connections. Select the interview. You'll find details such as the status and the linked interview round associated with the applicant. I am scheduling an interview for round 2, which is the technical round. Add employee data, then set the date and time 10 to 11 a.m. You can see that in feedback, the interviewer is automatically fetched based on the interview round and average ratings. The interview summary can also be seen here. Save the interview. I am rescheduling it for today to complete the full cycle and see the effects. Refresh the page. You can also see that since the interviewer is Suresh, I do not have the submit feedback button like before in the HR round. I will log in from user Suresh and search for the interview list. Ensure the user has the interviewer's permission. You can see that for interview 003 Suresh has the submit feedback button and not user Kanchan. Add ratings for each skill listed. Candidate's character, 3 stars. Communication skill, 3 stars. CRM, 4 stars. Sales skills, 4 stars. Industry awareness, 1 star. The result is cleared. And the written feedback is candidate showed problem-solving skills and has a positive attitude. Submit the interview feedback form. For the overall conclusion of the interview, I am adding an interview summary, good communication skills, and clear answers. I am going back to my user as HR manager. And from here I can view the feedback submitted. From here I am changing the interview status to cleared. If you navigate to applicant Ankit Soni, you can see he has 2 interview connections with cleared status for HR and technical rounds. Since the applicant has cleared the selection process, I am changing the status to accepted and saving it. Now I can easily find the applicants list by adding desired filters like status accepted, and in the filter tab, I am adding the designation filter equals to accountant. No applicants in the list as no one has status accepted. But when we set designation filter equals sales executive, we can see one applicant with accepted status is listed. You can add any filters as per your requirement. Like a job opening filter for an accountant with all status, a blank box mean all the applicant. You can add any number of filters listed here in ID. You can choose employee source name, country filters, and many more. Let's move forward to the next step, which involves extending a job offer to applicant Ankit Soni. To do this, navigate to the applicant's profile and click on the plus icon near to job offer. The system should have already fetched fields such as name, email, designation, and company. Now, you'll need to add the offer date. You can choose your offer terms and conditions. Navigate to the Select Terms and Conditions section and go to Create New Terms and Conditions. The title would be Offer Letter. Then, go to Edit the full form and select the relevant module, which is HR. You can customize the format of the offer terms according to your company's standard letter sent to prospective employees, and then save it. As previously mentioned, it's crucial to choose the appropriate module when creating terms and conditions to avoid any confusion or overlap with other modules. In this case, if the terms and conditions are intended for use in other modules, you can remove HR from the applicable module settings and save the form. Now, only the offer letter appears in the terms and conditions list. Select it and edit the details as required, including the candidate's name, job position offered to him, job details, benefits and perks he would receive, and other pertinent information. Save the changes. You can see the status for the job offer would be awaiting response, accepted or rejected. Select the print icon and this job offer can be printed. Select the desired print format, and you can preview it here. To customize further, you can define your own print settings using the print format builder to meet your specific requirements. This is how standard print would look like. You can either download or print a PDF of the offer letter. To summarize our progress, we've covered interview types, rounds, scheduling interviews, collecting interview feedback, and finally, the job offer. Clear any filters applied in the list. You can see that one job offer is in draft mode and one applicant's status is awaiting response from the candidate side. See you in the next video. Until then, feel free to ask questions in the comment section below.